All right, so I've made like 35 takes at this point trying to introduce this stateroom, and I can't say the name of this stateroom. So forgive me if I use like 4 or 5 different ways throughout this video to say it. I'm doing the best I can because it just is not a word that comes out of my mouth apparently. Hey everybody, this is Brandon the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on a weekend cruise just about every weekend, and I am back on the MSC Divina, staying in stateroom 13025. It is an Aurea Balcony on the MSC Divina. It is on the 13th floor towards the forward section of the ship, and it's been a really good stateroom for me so far. Even though it is on the 13th floor, it is not really below anything that's been noisy or that I've heard throughout this sailing, and it is the highest balcony floor that you can be on. It also is an Aurea, again, don't know how to say it, balcony room, and so that means you can get some spa privileges that are going to come with it, in addition to a little bit of extra chocolate, some champagne when you come into your room, and you're going to get slippers and some robes that I'm going to show you in this walkthrough video of stateroom 13025 here on MSC Divina. All right, so starting outside of the cabin, this is 13025. You're going to find the forward elevators to be just down there by the where the hallway bends, so not too far to get to for the elevators. The elevators on this ship are kind of all over the place and difficult to find. They don't often run as well as I would like, but that's probably the biggest issue that I've heard. Out in that hallway, you'll also hear that there is some music that is going on as well. I think they do that to kind of cover up some of the noise that may come with hallway foot traffic, but something you don't see on some of the other cruise lines, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it. But this is an MSC Aurea. Forgive me on not being able to say that word. Aurea. I'll just go with one of them. But the room, to me, looks pretty good. I like the design. It is a older world class of ship, if you will. So they're going to use darker colors. You're going to come with slippers, since this is a spa package style room. And you're going to have a king size bed that is pushed together. I do enjoy the reading lights up above, or the spotlights, recessed lighting that is up there. I think it adds a really nice look to the room, and the pillows match the headboard, which is just always nice. Coming on over, you're going to see you do have some lights here on the left and the right hand side that you can turn on. Get my phone back in a good spot there. Not a lot of light comes out of those, but I do like those. And the phone does not have a charging cable on it, and there is no plug on the other side of the wall. So if you're coming in here, make sure you are bringing a 10-foot cable if you want to keep your phone beside of you like I do. You've also got a couch over here. This is a pull-out couch, so if you wanted to get more than just 2 people in this room, you could do that on this couch. Though the couch, I was debating whether this is nicer or not as nice as the Royal Caribbean couches that are out there. The cushions do not stay in place. It's very deep. Those little pillows don't do much good. I keep pushing these back and they keep popping back up. So the ones on the Freedom of the Seas and Liberty are just really dated too. So couches apparently are not a priority for cruise lines these days. And then you're going to have a glass table over here, which I actually really do like this glass table. The darker color on it means that it stands out. I'm not as likely to hit it. But you see that I have moved it kind of out of the way. I use it more as a side table, because if I have it here in the hallway, or I say the hallway, the walk-in area there, you'll see that I won't be able to pull out my desk chair. See my little desk chair / cube that's under there? That's where you sit if you want to use the desk, and you all know that I sit there a lot. So not the best option. I would not recommend this as a room to work remote from because of the sitting option, unless you just want really amazing posture. But you'll see that I've got my 10-foot cord here so that I can take and move my phone here all the way over to the bed, which is not too big of a hurdle in this one, but it allows me to charge my phone and keep it close to me. You're also going to see that you've got two 220 volt chargers here for the European plugs. You're also going to have 210. You've got a jack there that does not work, and this light will turn on additional light for the makeup counter here, or the recessed lighting up above. You're also going to have the bottles of champagne that I got. So I got one for being a diamond member here on MSC, and I got another one because of the balcony type that I'm staying in, that spa word that I cannot say. they sent me that and a little bit of chocolate, which was very nice of them. Status match with MSC. There's another video on that. If you're coming here and you have status with another cruise line, make sure that you're doing that, because I got these macaroons in my room and they are fantastic. Mixers and elixirs are down there. I took all the stuff that was on that tray there and put it up above just to kind of get it out of my way. And here's their dark chocolate that they gave me. And in the envelope was an invitation to a specialty restaurant because of my status. You're going to have a cooler on here, though interestingly, they don't have a sign saying it only goes to 55 degrees, though I would not probably put anything in there that I want to make sure does not spoil. That's also going to vent right here. So if you put your wine or push anything up against here, know that it's probably going to get a little bit warm. Your hair dryer is also going to be the way that I've probably seen in a few other ships that it was supposed to be, but they've changed it. So it stays in the drawer. It cannot come out, and it does actually get really hot. So that hair dryer works very, very well. Walking back over, you'll see that there is a massive mirror directly in front of the bed. And oh look, who's this over here? It's the Weekend Cruiser. The doors on this ship are not magnetic out in the hallway, so I had to find a new place to put my my magnet there. The bathrooms on MSC are a little bit different the way that they are designed. What I mean by that is they've got these magnetic click things up here at the top, so the showers are going to move in and out. Both of these ways are going to swing each way. They click in to the metal up at the top, which is a magnet, and they move in and out. I've had really good shower pressure in here. It's also got a good temperature to it, so if you want it warm, you can absolutely do that. You're going to have open shelving, so if you want to store some of your items over here, you can certainly do that. And you're going to have plenty of storage down below as well too. One thing that I will also call out about this shower or bathroom is this ledge down here. It says watch your step. It is probably the biggest one that I have seen on a cruise ship so far. Even the first time that I took a step out, I could tell that it was a different level of drop and kind of catapulted me forward a little bit. Luckily I did not fall, but it definitely was, it moved me along a little bit quicker than I wanted. You're gonna have your closets here, so plenty of shelving and storage space. And they open up towards each other. That's where your safe is gonna be at. Plenty of drawers, though these, not really that deep. I mean, you can put a few things in these drawers, but they're not gonna get you a whole heck of a lot. And then I put my suitcases and luggage in this other one here. And an extra bathroom, because there was only one of me on this sailing. I'm going to swing back around just to show you that there is the Keycard system here. So once you come into your room, if you want your power to work, you want your AC to work, you want your heat to work, your lights to work, you're going to make sure you have a Keycard in here. Luckily or unluckily for me, I locked myself out of the cabin the first time that I left, and so I had to go get a new Keycard. And so now I've just left my old one in the door there. Let's step outside as well and show you what this balcony is like on this cabin. You're going to see you've got two chairs here. It is not the biggest balcony that I've seen, but it gets the job done. You've got two sitting chairs. I do like the stool there. Not enough room for a lounge chair, or really anything else to go out here. But again, it's going to get the job done. Coming on outside, you'll see that you are towards the forward section of the ship. So there is, the bridge is on the same floor that I'm staying on. Then if I swing back around, you'll see we are at sea now. We are heading back to Miami after an overnight at the MSC Ocean Key. All right, so that is the stateroom here on the MSC Divina 13025 Aurea. I don't know how to say it, but it is a good balcony. I've liked some of the perks that have come with it. This afternoon, I might even go down and try out the thermal spa, which is a benefit that comes with this room as well. All right, everybody, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser. Hoping to see you on a weekend cruise soon.